These are some bizarre, crazy bills that are in state houses across the country at the local level. And I should say that what the Koch brothers and ALEC and people of that ilk are trying to do is now take the focus off of the national and the federal elections and go into the local elections, because those are the people that are going to come up. Not necessarily dumb, again, but we saw their ineffectiveness in the last election. Here it is again. In Oklahoma, there is a bill that says that that insists that people coexisted with dinosaurs. The Oklahoma Common Education Committee is expected to consider a House bill that would forbid teachers from penalizing students who turn papers in trying to debunk almost every universally accepted scientific theory, such as biological evolution and anthropogenic or human-driven climate change. Again, we point to that in Kansas as well. They would require teachers to misinform students about climate change. The Kansas House Education Committee introduced a bill that mandates teachers question the scientific basis of global warming. And I mentioned it before, but this is the latest state, Kansas is, to take up ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council's model bill to misrepresent climate change in schools. So those are just two on climate change. Then there's an Indiana bill that's trying to force women to undergo 2 transvaginal probes to take the morning after pill, the RU486
Do these
pill.
probes, can they be given within seconds of each other?
I don't think that that's the case. I don't think it's the case.
No, that's the amazing part. They require it before and after an abortion. After an abortion, it has no medical purpose whatsoever.
Oh, it's just
to violate the woman again.
It's just to harass the woman.
It's on
both times.
And then they wonder, how did we lose the female one? I'm not sure. I mean, even though there was no purpose, we did a transvaginal ultrasound on them anyway. What, they didn't like that?
The next bill is the Make Me a Sandwich bill coming out of it.
Right. Then another great one in Kansas, a legislator, the same legislator actually who brought up the don't teach climate change to kids. He's got ties to the oil and gas industry. He's saying, we should not use any public funds, you're probably thinking for abortion, no, for sustainable energy development at all. No public funds for sustainable energy.
So, by the way, they're making good money in Kansas with sustainable energy.
Right.
And he's like, let's kill that industry. And then they say, hey, you worked for decades for oil and gas. You think that might be relevant to your position? He's like, oh, I never even considered that.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of
He
here.
didn't even think about it. He didn't even think about it.
That's the best part of that story.
Right.
He's like, oh, no, I had no idea. I mean, the two
Oil
are
and
correlated.
gas.
Yeah.
So, and my 2 favorite absurd ones on top of those are in Mississippi, they want to ban human-animal hybrids. Like maybe they got like some talking point mixed up. We're against the hybrid cars and the human-animal hybrids.
Someone watched the island of Dr. Moreau.
There's a legislator who wants to make it a felony in the state of Missouri to even bring up gun control legislation.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's the best. Like,
So if a fellow legislator says,
Right.
hey, we should consider gun control legislation.
you go to jail.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest.
That's crazy.
That is amazing.
It would make it illegal in their legislature to discuss anything he doesn't agree with.
Right.
I mean, in that particular bill. But then why not extend it to other issues?
But then we sit here and laugh at it, but you also see, in fairness, the frustration of the Republicans who are saying that they have to deal with these Todd Akins and Richard Murdoch and these Todd Aiken Juniors and Richard Murdoch Juniors, right? How do we weed them out? Well, we can't weed them out. So that goes to your, the inevitability of divide.
Well,
And one last one, too. In Montana, Representative Jerry O'Neill wants to bring back corporal punishment instead of going to jail.
Yeah.
It's whipping.
Is this the same guy in Minnesota who also wanted to legalize scraping roadkill up so you can eat it?
No, that's a different guy.
It's a different guy, totally different guy.
But look, a lot of this is funny and a lot of it is sick, though. I mean, the transvaginal things is crazy, etc. And the whipping, I mean, we talk sometimes hyperbolically, I'm afraid about bringing back the bad old days, going how far back in history, taking away rights, whether it's the voter ID laws, et cetera, right? But this isn't hyperbolic. I mean, now we're going to have public whippings. That's beyond nuts.
Yeah.
Beyond nuts.
Yeah. Are they public? He wants to do it.
I don't know. I don't know. He wants to do it in the privacy of his own house. But they're whippings.
Said he wanted public whippings because it'll save the state money. And a lot of people would choose a whipping. Which, I probably would if I was 5 years in jail or beat me a couple times. I'd be like, hey, dude, take your best shot.
I don't think we want to make that optional.
No,
I don't think we want to go in that direction.
Well, it just reinforces the police state we live in.
Yeah. Man, if we start doing public whippings, we've lost it, man. We've just, I don't know.